Hello, friends. Today, we are going to be doing a really simple craft. We're gonna be making a Marauders map stamp. Crafting with cocktails. You will not need that much stuff. All you'll need is a cork, some fun foam, and I got the sticky back kind, which makes it even easier to do this project. Some ink, so that you can actually stamp stuff with it, and an X-Acto knife. Maybe also one of these little things so you don't cut up your table more than you already have. So when I say the Marauders map stamp, I mean that I'm gonna cut up tiny footprints in this fun foam, and I'm going to put them around this cork, so you could just roll along and make the little Marauders map footprints as though somebody is walking around in Hogwarts. Let's get this show on the road. Osseo close-up. Look at that change. This is pretty straightforward. I'm going to put 4 different footprints around this, and they're going to be slightly offset from one another so that when it rolls, it won't look like there's just a straight line of steps. It'll look like 1 step, 2 step, 3 steps. You could just draw it directly onto the stamp since it's going to be on there ultimately anyway and be covered up. And covered in ink, so who cares really? Gets the right idea across. Check that out, yes! Have that general idea, transfer it onto this stuff. Here we go. Now that you have your weird looking exclamation point, cut around everything. Now what I'm doing here is clipping out a little section between the heel of the shoe and the rest of it. Okay. That'll make it a little more distinct. It looks a little bit funny, but we can test it. Generally gets the idea across of what we want. So I'm just going to do the same thing and just use that ink twice on there again. Then when I cut these out, they will be a mirror image of what you have already created, thus being the alternate step for the next 2. Use that stamp that you just created from the other stamp, make a copy of that. Generally you need 4 footprints. 2 have to be for the left foot, 2 have to be for the right foot. Alright, we've got ourselves some fabulous shoe prints. Let's take our cork, peel that little sticky back off, and just start sticking those guys on there. Oh, where'd my 4th foot go? There we go. Alright, let's test this guy out. Make sure each of those footprints gets in that ink. Then take your parchment. There you go. You have some little Marauders steps. In the films, when somebody is walking, fades away as they're going, I would suggest starting where they're supposed to be and then moving backwards from there, because then it will start to fade. There we go. See, that's so cool. I'm so happy that this worked out so well. And I got my little Hogwarts stamp. I decided it wasn't worth trying to make that from scratch, because that shit's hard. Gosh, I did not make it far through my cocktail. This was like a 5-minute craft, and I think it turned out super adorable. And then you can draw on it, make your own Marauders map, essentially. And you can put all your friends on it, and it'd just be so cool. This is precious. You can't find stamps like this at your local craft store. You have to make this stuff at home. I hope that you enjoyed this episode of Crafting with Cocktails. If you did, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more fabulous crafts, especially since I'm on a Harry Potter kick lately, let me tell you. If you really enjoyed it, go to my Patreon and show me that you care by donating $1 a month. It helps me out a ton, and you get extra content. Also, you can get some amazing perks, and I think I'm gonna start doing raffles soon. That'll be fun. Until next time, my little craft wizards. Wink. Man, this was such a fast craft. Fast and awesome. Really go to town with this. 3 people walking. Cute. That would be the cutest wedding invitations. Oh my god. I'm gonna make a quick wedding invitation. To make a really simple save the date, all you have to do is put those little footprints down, right, save the date, put your names above each of the sets of footprints. Oh, also maybe put the date in there. Boom. Adorable. I love it.